Hi, this is Tuulia of Honesty Europe, and today I want to talk about anger and sadness and the relationship between the two. I got a question, how do these two relate? And why is it that many times in the workshops and coaching we encourage people to express the anger and access the anger rather than staying in the sadness and crying? Well, I think it's an excellent question, and it's not black and white. So it really depends. Crying is totally fine, sadness is totally fine. So it's about the quality of the sadness and crying. So sometimes people go instead of expressing the anger that seems to be truly alive in them, one way or the other, instead of expressing that, they go into sadness. So they go into crying, and then the quality of that sadness or that crying is quite different than kind of genuine mourning for a loss, genuinely feeling lonely or sad or something like that. So there's an angry quality to that sadness. And then it's better to express the anger rather than turn the anger inwards in a way of crying, sobbing, having self-pity, going to maybe a victim place. So there's nothing wrong with sadness, there's nothing wrong with crying. It's just that if you turn your anger into sadness and crying, then it's not really serving you, in my opinion, that you keep doing that rather than express it as it truly wants genuinely to come out of your body and say to the other person, yeah, I'm mad at you for saying that. I don't like that you did so and so. So owning what is happening in you and using that energy, that kind of force that there is in anger. And I tend to say that anger is your friend. Anger is the one that sets healthy boundaries. Anger is the one that says, I didn't like that. This is not okay with me. And it's not about right and wrong. It's just like, I didn't like it. I'm not taking this. This is not okay with me. So anger and love are actually, in my opinion, like allies or friends. And I can love you while I'm angry at you. So they are not at all opposites. I think opposite of love is like not caring. So anger is our normal, healthy way of setting the healthy boundaries, expressing to other people when we don't like something that they did or said. And again, not from a place of right and wrong, not from a place of you're bad for doing that. It's just like, yeah, I don't like it. There was another thing, let me check. There was the question, is anger, is sadness a victim story? Is people who are sad making themselves victims? So again, there is not like one or the other answer here, as I imagine you already knew. So it really depends. So sometimes it can be like, oh, I'm already on the ground, I'm crying, don't be mad at me, don't be difficult, don't be so and so, please give me what I want. And that's kind of victim / manipulation. So that's not like genuine sadness, but rather I'm deploying this tactic of crying or sadness in order to get what I want. And maybe very subconsciously, so I'm not saying that when I use the word manipulation that that's like conscious and people are bad people for using it. We all manipulate each other one way or the other a bit. And just bringing awareness and rather expressing like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, than, oh, poor me, you cannot be mad at me because I'm crying. And then another point was, is sadness a coping mechanism or hiding? Yeah, it can be, and sometimes it's not. So again, I invite you all, and this is something I have worked with personally a lot, like being aware what kind of quality of sadness and crying it is in you. And I've definitely had, in my past life, manipulated people, especially in my romantic relationships. I have manipulated my partner to give me what I want when I've been crying. Like, yeah, you cannot be not giving me what I want because I'm so sad, I'm crying, and so on. And I judge that's a sneaky way, and that's nothing to do with true sadness. That's manipulation. Whereas true sadness is that, yeah, I put it out there what I wanted, or I didn't dare to put it out there, and I'm aware this is what I want. I'm sad, thinking I'm not getting it. But it's not like, you should know, you should give it to me, wrong you. But it's like sadness from a point of view that, yeah, I'm sad about the situation. And then, yeah, as much as we can bring awareness to what is truly going on with us. What are the sensations in the body? What are the thoughts in the head? What is it that I'm crying about? How do I wind myself up to this place if that's the case? And I think crying and sadness is beautiful. So I'm not against that. Personally, I don't tend to be so sad nowadays. And sometimes I get these moments of just feeling blue and missing my close people when they are not around, like right now in the times of Corona. And there is like genuine sadness. I can actually feel it a bit in my eyes right now. And I don't think I'm angry at anybody. It's just, this is what's happening in me right now. Okay, I'm gonna check if there's anything else. Yeah, about hiding as well. In our culture, many times we've been taught, especially women, well, not necessarily, but in many cases women, that anger is bad, anger is ugly, anger is not feminine, don't be so loud, don't be so difficult. So then it's like automatic mechanism to go to sadness rather than anger. So it's not like we consciously choose that. And then there is that hiding, like I am not showing myself in my anger, in my full power, in the big person I am as a grown-up now, not a child anymore who is dependent. And it's a scary place to access our anger if we are not used to it. And the person sending this question said that I feel stronger and energized when I'm angry versus when I'm sad. And yeah, that's exactly the force, the positive power, the positive force of our healthy anger. Like, yeah, didn't like that, not cool. And that feels good in the body, as well as true sadness, sobbing, mourning for a loss, being sad for something. That feels good in the body too. And that's healthy and it's flowing and it's not stuck. So whenever something is like stuck and not moving, not dynamic, then it's like, there's something to explore here. All right, so some thoughts about sadness, quite a few ones, and anger too, I love it. So 7 minutes, I'm gonna go. Thanks guys, ciao.